I'm living for. Deep inside my heart, I got this everlasting light shining. I just saw it radiate. And the more that
All right. I don't hear you, Simone, but whatever you're saying, I'm sure it's delightfully amazing.
I
Hi,
am
everybody.
here with my sound on. Welcome
Okay,
to
I got you.
92.1 FM Radio, Angel Walk Radio, where all that's left is love. We have an awesome show for you today.
I am so excited to do this again, Simone. Can you believe we're doing this twice?
We're not doing this twice, Josh. We're doing this 6 times over the next 3 weeks.
You gotta live in the present, Simone. Right now, this is the second time, and really, the only time we ever have is the present. So we're doing this twice because right now is number 2.
And I am excited. Josh, why don't you tell them who you are?
Oh yeah, I'm Josh Jacobs. I am the director of Camper Magic at Eden Village Camp, and I have been to Eden Village for 7 summers, 7 glorious summers. It's like a Shabbat of summers.
That's a ton of summers. And how perfect that this summer is your Shemitah summer.
My Shemitah summer, yeah. Who are you?
I'm Simone. I am the assistant director at Eden Village Camp, and I really have to work on my title because mine is not nearly as cool as yours.
Yeah, all titles are great titles, and your title and my title, it's like they're the same title, really.
That's true. I feel that. And Josh and I have known each other for quite a long time, as we told you on our last show. We met doing the dishes about I don't know, how many years ago?
A lot, like in the last decade.
And there was a time when we were in the same place at the same time and didn't know each other. Josh, what is this photo that just popped up?
This picture, so we started working together in 2013. And in this picture, which was taken in 2012, you and I are at a camp weekend in Pennsylvania, and we are sitting that close to each other, and we did not talk the entire weekend. We did not know that we would know each other a year later and for years later, and it's almost traveling next to each other.
2 ships
somehow we
passing
spent the whole weekend
night.
together, and somehow we spent the whole weekend about that close and just never put together that one day we radio shows for Eden Village Camp in the future.
I'm really glad to be looking at you now and actually having a conversation. And a message to everybody out there: if you're sitting next to somebody, you should turn around and say hello, and not towards the camera instead.
Yeah.
Josh, why don't you tell them what we got going on today?
The show is going to be so great. We got some games. I know I love games. You love games. We got some games. We got some trivia. We need some audience participation throughout the show. Right. So we're going to be asking questions that we need you to put your chat answers into whatever program you're watching the show on. We are going to do some interviews with some campers, and we're going to hear a little bit of news about what's been going on around camp.
Well, Josh, I am the perfect person to share with you about what's going on around camp because I am at camp right now, completely isolated here. It is a very empty camp, but what's not empty is the farm. The farm is as alive as ever. We've got...
What's going on at the farm over there?
All the things. Actually, we've converted all of our beds. We used to have obviously a education farm, and this year it's purely production. So everywhere you look, in every crevice, we've added new beds, and we're just growing as much food as we possibly can. And every Friday, we box it up. We spend a couple hours in the morning harvesting it all up, and we put it at the end of the driveway, and our local food pantry comes and picks it up. to distribute around the area for all the people that need some food right now.
I am so happy farm like it always does during the don't have members to help the planting and weeding and harvesting and cultivating, cooking, but I'm glad that the farm is doing well.
But actually, we can really feel the ripples of all the work that the campers have done, because we're having one of our most productive seasons on the farm ever. And it's only because the soil is so rich, because we have put so much compost down and we have spent so many years working the land that we are able to like have this abundance this year, kind of when we most need it. So thank you for that extra salad on your plate that you put into the compost. Thank you for trying the food that you weren't sure you were going to like and saying, you know what? I think that the ground could use this a little more. It's used it. It's slurped up all those nutrients, and it is rippling out across our local area.
So you're saying that the energy the campers put into the farm in previous summers is still helping us produce food? And what's happening to all that food? Can you and Andrew and Eliav and Akiva eat all that food?
No, we cannot eat all that food. We harvest a little bit, and the rest goes all the way. We've been donating. We expect to donate nearly 20,000 pounds of food this summer to our local community. And they're really, really super grateful. And in addition, we've also been sending over different starts so that people in our community can also be starting their own gardens and providing for themselves, which is also really exciting and really
amazing. Okay, great work, Simone, and everyone who's up at camp right now. I have a question for you, and it's the question of the day. Can I ask you a question today, Simone? Okay, this question goes out to all of the listeners, and we want you to answer it in your chat box on whatever program you're using, and there will be a special prize for the person who gets the closest answer to the question of the day. We will tell you the answer later on in the program, but the question of the day is, how many total campers come to each camp? How many total campers have ever been in Village Camp? The question of the day.
So really, like, how big is our community? But Josh, let me ask you, does this include our staff?
Well, some staff have been campers at Eden Village, so we definitely are including those people. Good question.
Josh, I have another question for you. This one's kind of possibly contentious, but are Anafim, are they campers or are they staff? I know they lead a lot of things. They run a lot of things. Where do they fall into this count?
A classic question. Oh, well,
classic.
Let me answer that question with a question, which, if we know whether water is wet or a hot dog is a sandwich, that might give us an idea about whether Anafim are campers or staff.
Well, a hot dog is a sandwich. So it seems like Anafim are considered campers. Am I right?
Well, I was thinking that if a hot dog is a sandwich, that might mean that Anafim are staff. So
this is really going to change the number. So we need some clarity right now. Okay.
Anafim have lots of the skills of staff, and they are campers.
Beautiful. Okay.
That's the answer.
So we are looking forward to hearing what you think.
Yeah, chat us your answers. We'll post some of them live on the show throughout the program. If you have a number for how many campers have ever come to Eden Village Camp, let us know, and the closest answer will win a prize by the end of the show.
Do you want to give us a hint and tell us how many campers we had last summer?
Oh, okay. Great. Last summer, we had...
so far we have our closest guess, which is a lot, by Lauren. Thank you, Lauren.
A lot is a great answer. It's very close, actually. Last summer, this is a hint. Last summer, we had 456 campers. And we have also had 10 summers of Eden Village Camp. I'm not saying we had 456 campers every summer, but that might give you some many total campers we've had in the 10 Summers of Eden Village camp. So keep those coming in, and you could win.
Adrian
a
is
prize by the
guessing
end of the
around
program.
3,500.
3,500. We have some between the last program and this program. We have a lot of really good answers for the question of the day. These numbers have been exceptionally good guesses.
456.
Simone, I am curious if sometimes we sit around the office and we come up with ideas, and then we just ask each other, what do you think?
What do you think? Hey, I got this idea. What do you think?
What do you think?
Well,
and I'm wondering if there's any topics these days, since we're not sitting in the same office, that we can just kind of wonder, well, what do Josh and Simone think?
What do you think? All right. Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have a couple of questions that I have been thinking about. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Here is Eliza coming at you live from Yoni's office.
Eliza and Johanna.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on today, Eliza?
Oh, hello. I'm here to facilitate this friendly debate.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
What do you think?
So,
okay. What are we talking about?
Topic up for conversation is, should we split the Angel Walk between older campers and younger campers, or should we have the Angel Walk with all of camp? This is a highly debated topic throughout the years of Eden Village Camp, and we want to know, what do you think?
What do you think, Josh?
What do you think? Well, I think that we are a camp that focuses on quality, not quantity. Mm-hmm. And when you have smaller, more intimate angel walks, just with your tribe, or maybe the tribe between older and younger, then so much more with the people around that. If you're asking me, what do I think that we should have?
You know what? I'm going to stop you right there, because I think that you're not taking into account the amazing moments that happen between older and younger siblings. So, like, for instance, I have seen Yesoders and Keterites and what do we call Tap now? Bina. Have really incredible moments, and if we take that away, they're not going to have those amazing. Okay, we're getting all. People are agreeing with me.
I see many comments voting for all of camp. We're going to give this one to Simone.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Okay, the next question up for debate is wood cookies or regular cookies?
What do you think?
I love cookies.
This is easy.
I love regular cookies.
This is easy.
For
Look.
me, it's wood cookies. They feed your soul. They nourish your soul. What is better than that?
Do you see any regular cookies hanging from either of our views right now? No, but you do see two wood cookies hanging on either side of me, like they're my good angel to the right and my good angel to the left.
Wood cookies. It sounds like there's consensus here.
Wood cookies for the win.
High five, Josh. I
don't think everyone agrees that wood cookies. Thank you.
We're getting
agrees. Potentially Nina agrees. Both. Okay. Our last question up for debate is: should bunks have the option to sleep in canoes on the lake?
Whoa.
What do you think?
Bold idea.
This is a really interesting question. I think that our listeners need to know right now that we are not actually swimming in the lake. And when we sleep in canoes, we might be inching towards some sort of discretion. That I think that we should just, let's steer clear. Let's not have any canoes flipping in the night.
Okay. Josh, what do you think?
Simone, I agree. We should not have any canoes flipping in the night.
Thank you. I'm glad that we're on the same page.
People just no. I'm not done. If people just pleasantly in their life jackets and lay down in their canoes, then
I don't know if you've ever met a thrasher. There are people that thrash in the night, Josh. And what, are you going to screen for thrashers before they get into the canoe?
You've heard of
enthusiastic dreams.
Okay, this is it. Josh, this is a very poor argument on your part. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to give it to Simone. Not a well-stated argument. Thank you for
I'll see you out in the canoe when I wake up from my nap.
Okay.
Bye, Eliza.
It almost felt for a moment like we were back in the office together.
Almost.
Figuring out what we think.
Thank you for sharing with me what you think, even though we don't think
Oh,
the same thing.
Yaroon is here. He's saying sleeping
Yes.
on the floating dock sounds great. You know what?
Yes,
that might be a good compromise. And especially if
Yeah.
Yaroon is there, making sure that we're safe. I feel good about it.
Maybe if you're in a canoe on the dock sleeping, then that's the best compromise of all.
The question is Yaroon going to stay up all night watching
Yaroon stays
and
up all
singing
night.
songs?
Yaroon stays up all night regardless, so. He's always guarding the lake, even if no one's there, just to make sure the geese are okay.
Yaroon, I just want to let you know that the boathouse looks amazing. Thank you for all that you did last summer. It is so organized in there. We'll miss you so much.
It looks great.
We have somebody else on the line from camp this summer that we haven't spoken to in a while, and I'm really excited to get back in touch. I'm not sure if they're going to pop up on the screen anytime. Oh, there you are. It is the Snitch.
Wow. It's
Hello, Snitch.
Hello, Snitch. Snitch, can we ask you some questions?
Oh, my God.
No one around you chasing you. So can we ask you some questions?
I really appreciate your openness and your expressiveness.
Great.
It's been really, really nice. Snitch, I want to know, how are you
Snitch,
doing
I
in
have
quarantine?
Wow. I feel that way too, Simone, don't you?
Yeah, I have to agree. That's my sentiments exactly. Thank you for sharing that with us. And yeah, I have a lot of
Snitch,
empathy for that.
Golden Snitch, I have a question. When you are running to something? Are you running from something? Or are you running just for the purpose of running in the moment?
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
When I run too, I feel that exact same way. Thank you.
Hey, Snitch, do you remember the time when you were running and the campers were chasing you and you just like flipped over the wall to the beach? It
dear.
looks like you really hurt your rib.
Oh dear.
Can you recount that? What was that like?
I feel almost like it is happening to me the way you tell that story, Snitch. Thanks. Oh, that hurts. Well, I think that wraps up our time with this. Snitch, we know that you have places to go, you have people to evade, but we're really appreciative that you're able to take a moment to share with us a little bit about your experience.
Yeah, I hope that you run past us, and maybe all the campers should keep a lookout. The Snitch might be coming to an area near you soon.
See you, Snitch.
See you later, Snitch.
See you in the yellow blur that is you.
It's been so great to talk to the Snitch. It feels so good to reconnect. And this is another way to connect because it is time for Two Hoogs and a Lie.
Oh, I love this segment. And it looks like today we have someone who's going to play our game, Two Hoogs and a Lie. Can you please introduce yourself to our community?
Hi, I'm Julia, and I was a Yesod camper last year. I was supposed to be a Tiferet camper this year.
Yes.
You are currently in Tiferet. Let's call it that.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready to play Two Hoogs and a Lie? Just as a reminder, we have a lot of Hugim at Eden Village Camp. We have a lot of 4-day elective activities that campers like you get to sign up for. And they have really awesome themes and names. But sometimes we come up with ideas that never actually make it to the Hug cycle. Are you ready to tell us which of these two Hugs is real and which is a lie? Are you ready?
Okay,
Right.
Let's go. Josh, what is Hug number 1?
I would tell you, although it seems that whoever was on this document last has cut it from my version of it and pasted it somewhere else. So
I got it. I will tell you what Hug
why don't you
number
start us off?
1 is. Squirrels are known for their ability to prepare for winter long before those cold months come in. But squirrels aren't the only ones. Eden Village campers are also never too far away from needing a warm hat, a comfy scarf, or some thick socks to keep the heat in and the frostbite out. That's why we have Sitting and Knitting Hoog. In sitting and knitting, campers don't just partake in one of the most calming, pleasant activities humans have ever created. They also bring a bit of those hot summer months at camp into the cool winter time on the other side of the yearly calendar. Need an extra pair of gloves or some little booties for your new baby cousin? Sitting and Knitting has got you covered. In this Hoog, you'll go from one long strand of yarn to functional winter clothing in 4 Hoog sessions flat. And if you're not into the rhyming of sitting and knitting, you could turn it into standing and knitting, jumping and knitting, or even no-handed headstand and knitting. The posture is up to you, but it's still summer, so please at least sit in the shade. That is Sitting and Knitting.
Sitting and knitting, a great, great Hoog if it ever existed. But we have more Hoogs to tell you about. Are you ready? Do you go down the slip and slide wishing that the friction of your skin didn't slow you to a stop? You need some moisturization to slick yourself up. You're in luck. After a week in Hoog lotions and potions, you'll not only have the softest skin in all of Putnam Valley, you'll have a closer relationship with the elements of nature that help get you there. Smooth out those calluses on your feet? We have a potion for that. Looking to make that lavender lip balm to help you flourish through your day? Create your own right here in the apothecary. The skin is the largest organ of the human body, and what better way to help it feel cool and fresh at the end of a great day of camp than by using a bottle of your own aloe that you cultivated yourself. So get a good running start down that slip and slide with some lotions and potions. You might never need to slow down. Lotions and potions. That was the second potential Hoog, Julia. What's the third one, Simone?
All right, so far we have Sitting and Knitting, we have the Lotions and Potions, and this last one is Planting and Ranting. These tomatoes are so bitter, and the red chard is a totally different color. Don't let your opinions on vegetation go unnoticed. That's why we have a Hoog just for you. It's called Planting and Ranting. In Planting and Ranting, you'll get acquainted with some of the finest soil and seeds available on the farm, while ranting about your observations concerning all the bountiful harvest around you. Upset that humans can't digest wheat straight off the stalk? Shout it out to the skies. Wish cucumbers would just go harvest themselves for once? Go rant to the chickens nearby. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I know they'll do something about it. Planting and ranting is a great exercise for your body and a great form of expression for your future career as a farmer critic. But wait, that's not all, because at the beginning of each planting and ranting sessions, you and your Hoog mates will warm up those muscles with a good old kvetching and stretching. So join planting and ranting, kvetching and stretching, because collard greens will not plant themselves, but you sure can try to convince them to.
All right, Julia. Hoog has never officially been run at camp. Is it Sitting and Knitting, where campers sit and knit their own clothes? Is it Lotions and Potions, where you can make skin creams out of natural ingredients? Or is it Planting and Ranting, where you plant vegetable beds while ranting about how you wish you were in your own bed?
Wow. All of those are so hard. But I think I'm going to go for Planting and Ranting is the lie.
Good guess. Simone, what do you think about Julia's answer right there?
Julia, can I ask you a question? Why did you go with Planting and Ranting? What was your thought process?
I was kind of thinking that, like, the motto of this is even, like, the motto is even where all that's left is love. Ranting does not communicate the most love. It's sometimes it can commit love, like it can show love, but you're protesting a lot more than loving the plants around you for the way they are.
You said that you've been to Yesod, but it seems like you've been on staff for the last 10 years because you are correct.
You got it! Planting and ranting! Excellent deduction, Julia. There's
That is
no
exactly
fooling you.
True.
We have
Thank you.
2 Cougs and a lie winner today. Julia, thank you for playing our game. And for all you at home, we hope that you were able to see that planting and ranting, though a very idea, I like fetching and stretching too.
Also,
Seems like we should
that
have that.
probably never happened at Eden Village.
It was really awesome that you invited me onto this show, and I'm so happy that you let me on.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for coming.
We miss you.
Thank you. Okay, Julia. Wow, that was such a lovely game. I had so much fun playing it, and I'm glad that Julia won, even though there's no planting and ranting. Simone, we sometimes we talk on the radio. Sometimes we talk from within the same office. And sometimes we talk on the phone with each other when we just want to, find out what do you think. But I think it would be interesting if we talk to some other people on the phone. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea. Who do you want to talk to, Josh?
I would be really interested in talking to someone that maybe a camper wants us to love prank. Do you think that we have anyone who we can connect with about that?
This is really perfect timing because we are ready for our next segment, which is called Love Prank Calls, where we love prank the people that you love, and we call them up and just let them know how much we love them and how much we're thinking about them. Josh, do you know who we're calling today?
We're going to be calling Jennifer Gelman. And I think that there's something special that we're calling Jennifer Gelman about. What do you think that is?
I believe it is Jennifer's birthday.
Yes! I really was in the mood for a wish for the world, so I'm really happy that we're calling someone on their birthday.
Okay, Jennifer doesn't know that we're calling. She's on the line. She doesn't know who's there, and she's waiting. So I'm going to bring her in. And Josh, I need you to just shower her with all the love. I'm just going to unplug my sound so you can hear. And let's see if I can get her on the line. I'm going to need a little bit of magic juice heading this way.
7-0.
Nope. Let me try to find her. Technical difficulties, folks. You know what? I think let's head over to a commercial break. As you know, we've got a lot of commercial breaks in our show that have been made by our community, that letting you know things that are really important to us. Josh, why don't you tell me something that you think that we all need to know? Like you could do your own commercial on the spot right now.
Great. Well, the first thing that I think we all need to know is that I think I can hear myself through the radio station in your phone.
Let me put my things back.
So I'm a numbers person. I love numbers. Just give me all the numbers. Like there's not enough numbers, even though there's infinite many of them. And so we are 392.1 FM radio. Do you think people know what 392.1, where we got that from?
I think they do because everybody sends letters out of camp every Tuesday and Thursday during letter writing home day. So I think they're quite familiar with our return address.
So we are on 392 on Dangtown Road, which is where the 392 comes from. And the 1 comes from the oneness that is the entire existence of the universe. So we have to throw in that 0.1 over there, which is such a beautiful way for us to incorporate my love of numbers, my love of camp, my love of oneness, and Angel Walk Radio.
Josh,
So,
I think it's time that we share a little bit about some of the mistakes we've made
let's do
along
it.
the way.
We're not afraid. We can own up to what we've done before.
Josh and I, so Josh and I have been working together for many years. We've had a lot of ideas where we've said, "What do you think?" And sometimes we've thought wrong. We've said, "Yeah, that's really going to work," and we tried it out, and it didn't go exactly as planned. And it's our pleasure to recount some of our most memorable mistakes.
Yeah. So
What
our
do you want to
first
share
summer
with
together.
our audience?
Our
Yeah.
first summer together, Simone, you might remember that during the time before camp, when we were putting camp together, we had this block of time on Shabbat available for awesome programming. And
This was
so
a
we
really long
thought,
time ago.
long time ago, and we thought, well, we only have live music at camp, and we love to dance all the time, and we play music. But what will get the dancing without the music? And that's thought of really a cappella dancing. Imagine hundreds of campers and staffers on the basketball court right behind where Simone currently is sitting.
Well, let's just say what our vision was first, okay? Our vision, this is our vision that we put out there. We wanted to do Israeli dancing because we think that is like one of the most fun things to do. We all know the moves and we all know the steps and we're dancing together. And on Shabbat, especially, the energy is like so strong and powerful. We're all feeling like so in love with each other, and coming together and dancing is one of the best things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that we couldn't listen to music pre-recorded because we don't listen to pre-recorded music anyway. We like to make our own music, and we also knew it was Shabbat, but we also love singing on Shabbat. So we thought, let's combine our two favorite things, and we can all just sing the Israeli dance songs. It was a beautiful vision. But tell me, Josh, what did it actually look like when we tried to enact our vision?
Yeah, so the amazing thing about the field behind you is that the space is so open. It's so beautiful and amazing. And sometimes when you say things or sing things, it just goes up to the heavens and beyond and doesn't necessarily go across the basketball court to the people who are waiting for the instructions. So we tried teaching and songs, which require the songs, but one side of the basketball court clearly hear what the other side of the basketball court was doing, and we were also trying to move hundreds of people in unison without any clear way of communicating what we were supposed to do.
Have you ever been to a Tafnit Arab, one of our all-camp evening activities where we're all on the basketball court and everyone's trying to figure out what group they're in? That moment is a lot, but it lasts about 4 minutes because we have a bullhorn and we're able to kind of move everybody around until we're exactly situated. We didn't have a bullhorn, and that moment of being unsure what was going on, surrounded by hundreds of people, lasted for 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, that was a tough time.
We were screaming, "Kalika kakunka kinka kinka linka kakunka kink."
Look, some of us were
trying to scream the dance moves.
Some of us were still bringing all the mimes and all the terkaziyas and all of the bringing it into the circle and bringing it out of the circle. But some of us were only getting the message like 30 seconds later.
It was like we were on a Zoom delay, and half the camp was at one part of the song and the other at the other. I have fond memories of it, but we're not going to do that again.
We're not. We made some. That was a mistake, and we're not going to do that again.
We're not going to do that again.
But rest assured that it is now in existence as a good story, but you're probably not going to see it at camp anytime soon.
All right, let's hold into a commercial break.
Let's do it. I wonder if there's more Edenade. That was a great commercial last time, and it makes me thirsty.
All right, maybe the commercial we're not going to do again.
There we go.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Let's press stop.
Hello, Eden Village campers. Did you just have a long activate? Is that single orange slice they gave you in services just not cutting it? Are you hungry for Chef Tom's cooking? If that's the case, you might want to try hot soup on a hot day. It might not quench your thirst, but it sure is delicious. Hot soup on a hot day will leave you feeling full and rejuvenated. Sure, it could be served on a rainy day, but here at Eden Village, we let value an exciting challenge. Side effects may include happiness, contentment, and excessive fun. Don't wait. Get your hot soup on a hot day today.
Wait. There's the go to the soup again.
Oh, there's the soup. We do love our hot soup on hot days. For those of you that don't know. Chef Tom makes us hot chili or white bean and kale soup on Saturdays. And the Vine siblings really appreciate that, it seems like.
And on those Shabbat afternoon lunches, when it's just come right after about 80 minutes of sports and other physical activities, we pour into the Beit Shefa nice and hot, and we go for some hot soup on a hot day.
You know what? I heard that when you have soup like that, it actually cools you down. So maybe there's like deep intention there, and we all come out a little bit happier, as the Vine siblings shared with us.
I've heard that too. I think that the hot soup and cause you to go into a nice sweat, which cools you down, which I think works well for the fact that you can go to menucha, to rest, immediately after a hot soup on a hot day.
Okay. I think that we might have somebody on the line in just a minute, but while we wait, Josh, what has been making you extra happy this week?
Well, first of all, I have been doing the math on the question of the day. You remember the question of the day from beginning of the show when we asked how many campers have come to Eden Village Camp? And it's an amazing, I've done the calculations. As I said, I love numbers. Do you want to know the answer, Simone?
I do.
Are you ready for how many campers Eden Village Camp has directly affected? What's your guess, Simone? What's your guess? You put a guess out there.
Okay. I gotta say, I'm not a math teacher, and it's hard for me to do all this math quickly. I'm gonna say 3,000.
Wow. Everyone who's offered an answer has made an awesome answer. The correct answer of how many campers have been to Eden Village Camp is 3,490.
I missed an entire summer.
You were so close. And I think someone guessed 3,500 at the beginning of the show, which was only 10 off from the actual answer.
That's amazing. Okay, we're going to try to do this left prank. I'm going to take my headphones off and I'm going to call Jennifer right now. Hang tight, everybody. Let's do this thing. Putting it on speaker. Let's see if she picks up. Okay, Josh, can you hear this?
I heard the dialing.
Me too. Oh, I have to push dial on the phone.
I hear the ringing.
Hello.
Hi, is this Jennifer?
This is.
Hi, Jennifer. This is Simone from Eden Village Camp and Josh.
Hi, Simone. Hi, Josh. How are you?
You are on 392.1 FM Angel Walk Radio, where all you need is love, the official radio station of Eden Village Camp. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I heard that today was a special day in the history of the universe and in the history of your life. Is that true?
That is correct.
Happy birthday! Mazal tov!
Thank you.
We are so blessed to be able to talk to you on your birthday, because as we share with everyone at Eden Village Camp, on your birthday, you have special powers. Mm-hmm. And we ask people to use their powers, their superpowers, for good on their birthday by offering a wish for the world. So, with your magical superpowers, can you please share with us something that you wish for the world that will have to come true because it is your birthday?
And you are so powerful today and all day.
I wish. I think the only wish I can plan for at this point is, or hope for everybody, is to stay safe and we all get a vaccine soon and we can all hug again and be with each other again.
Amen. Some more hugs.
May it be so. Jennifer, thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to talk to you, and we hope that a year from now, we'll be welcoming you at the door of the Beit Shefa as you drop off your family member at Eden Village Camp.
Yeah.
Happy
With a really
birthday.
big hug. With a really big
Thank
hug.
you.
Yeah, with hugs all around.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for all of your gifts. Thank you for shining light so brightly into the world. We will see you in 2021.
Awesome.
Take care. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Bye.
That was really fun. If you have somebody that you want us to call and deliver a special message to, or just share some love from our hearts, let us know. We will call them. We will love them up. Josh, I think that's about it for our show today.
What? But we just started. Okay. Well, tell me that we're going to do this again.
Hold on. Yes, we are.
Okay, good. I was getting worried there for a second. Simone, 392.1 FM Angel Walk Radio, where all you need is love, the official radio station of Eden Village Camp. This has been so fun. I am
This has been so
thrilled that we
fun.
did this.
Let me tell you a couple things coming up this week. This week, we are teaching campers. A lot of campers already know how to do these things, but we are reminding you and helping you teach your families how to do cordage, how to make natural dyes, how to make tincture, the herbal medicine, preserved herbal medicine, how to make jam from the bounty that is right now, how to make art just using leaves and sticks that you find on the ground, and how to make medicinal elderberry serum. It's immune boosting for those winter months, taking all of the sweet medicine of right now and preserving it. And tomorrow, Pesach is going to be teaching quill making and safrut, how to be making beautiful Hebrew letters. And today, I don't know if you caught it, but Lynn is going over how to do poi, the basic poi and advanced poi. And you can watch Lynn do a little bit of fire spinning. It's pretty epic, and it really reminds me of summer. It really makes me miss Lynn. It really makes me miss all of you that do poi at Eden Village and work to pass those tests so that you can spin fire too.
And I think everyone can check out all of our virtual programming at EdenVillageCamp.org/virtual, right?
Or /home instead. But yeah, just slash virtual is easiest. We also have Chef Tom coming up again. We've had over 1,000 views per thing that Chef Tom has put out. So it's epic. He's amazing. Come and watch Chef Tom teach you how to cook. This week he's teaching the first meal of the summer. It's that baked vegetable pasta with homemade cheese. And then he's also doing the matar paneer, also a fan favorite. So check that out. We've got second session bunk meetup. If you are in second session and want to reunite with your friends and some of your favorite counselors, join our bunk meetup. There's so much other stuff. Check out on the website. And we will see you back here next Tuesday, July 7th. We love you, Eden Village Camp. We miss you. Thank you for tuning in to 392.1 FM Angel Walk Radio, where all that's left is love.
Coming